Hello again, it is Molly Gomez to talk about more happy, fun time cruise things on the Allure of the Seas. Now, this is the episode you've probably been waiting for, where I talk about random teen things we did. Yes, this will probably be a 2 or 3 part episode because there's a lot of random things we did on the ship because that was the majority of ship time, besides, ports and such. But it was pretty fun. Awesome friends, awesomeness, as you have heard me say millions of times before. Now, first, we are going to talk about the club party time. Every night there was a party, and the party was lame. That's how I'm going to describe it. The party was lame. I went to one of them for about 10 minutes. It's in the club fuel, which is like connected to the living room by a door. Usually only open at night unless there's like a game like Gaga Ball or whatever inside there, and the music's cool, but the amount of dancing is quite low, and the amount of people is also quite low, and the amount of fun times is quite low as well. So those were pretty lame, except for prom. Prom was where we get to go to the adult club, and we get to take over the adult club and dance. That's when everybody came, like all of our friends came. It was so fun, it was amazing. That was fun. We just danced a bunch and it was crazy. But you could order Shirley Temples and stuff from the bar. It's cool. I mean, I didn't actually get one, but Shirley Temples are amazing. Yes. But prom was really cool. There was cool music. There was cool music, and we had a lot of fun. We got to wear dresses. That was new for the parties. And it was the only actually fun party where we got to take over the adult disco, and yada yada. It was pretty fun, and dance and stuff. We all had dates, and it was cool. Pretty cool. Now, this is going to be completely different than the thing I just talked about. So, I think it was like the 4th or 5th day of the cruise, coming close to the end. I have a alien morph suit, and I decided to put that on and run around the ship and hug other random teenagers, preferably guys. No. But anyways, I did run around and I did really funny alien things. Like, I'd pretend to be like, oh my gosh, I do such weird things. I like run into walls and nobody knew who I was. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. It was hilarious. Now the morph suit was a little small for me, so my hair started spilling out even though it was in a ponytail. But I had my friend B, as you know, help me out and stick it back in every once in a while. It was so funny. When people realized it was me and not some other girl, Cheryl, they thought it was you, Cheryl. And yeah, it was so funny. Oh my gosh. So, we played Truth or Dare. Now, I can't remember much about the Truth or Dare, besides that I am the best at making up weird dares. I can look at something and make up a really weird dare to go with it, and then whoever I'm daring is not very happy about it. Like, perhaps putting a big chair on your back and walking around like a turtle. Going and proposing to a random cruise goer. Those kind of things. And it was really fun. The truths weren't that embarrassing. We didn't really know each other, so like there's nothing to really be embarrassed about. We weren't gonna ever see each other again. Oh, spin the bottle hug edition. It was spin the bottle with a Coke bottle or something, but it was hug edition, and it was weird. Now, everybody would hug each other, but sometimes the guys would be like, I don't want to hug another guy. I'm like, it's called hugs. Just do the bro hug. The awkward bro hug. You like hold them by the head, like pat their backs, like, and that's so like awkward. You do that. But whatever. To the boardwalk again. As you know, the boardwalk, it has donuts, it has hot dogs, and it has a carousel. Now, the carousel was a popular spot for the teens. We like to ride that carousel, and it is fun. Yeah. We rode the carousel. That's about it for the carousel. And if you got on the carousel and your friends were on the carousel, you'd wave to me like, hi, we're on the carousel. And they'd be like, hi, people on the carousel. And yeah. Okay, we didn't sound like that, but it was something like that. Oh my gosh. I'm tired. Want to see my creepy stare? Okay. That's my creepy stare. One version of it. So for the teen activities, there's like this photo scavenger hunt where you had to like do weird things. Like you had to go stand in front of a certain place or do weird things. Like one time we had to like make a pyramid like cheerleaders, and then another time we had to all grab each other's ankles, and then another time we had to like we all had to propose to a random cruise goer, which is, yeah, and it was really funny. We didn't win because this group of 2 people who weren't even in our age group, the activities are for certain age groups, they weren't even an age group, but they won it, but they weren't even in our age group, which was not cool, but whatever. It was still a lot of fun. We had a big group. We were like 7 or 8 people, I think, or 10, or 7, I don't know. Back to the boardwalk, because the boardwalk, now there's hot dogs, and wherever there are hot dogs and there are boys, there are dirty jokes. I'm not going to elaborate on that. Just like the donuts got left in the elevators, hot dogs were also left in the elevators, and people would laugh, oh my gosh, we left a hot dog in the elevator, woohoo. I'm not going to elaborate on that any further. I refuse. One of our friends, her name was Sarah, and she had this mint spray stuff that, like, she's like, yeah, my mom uses this. It's like a breath spray to make sure your breath smells good. We're like, okay. And we each got a spray of it in our mouths, and we're like, oh, it tasted so bad. And we're like, I took 2 spritzes of it, which was a really bad idea because it tasted so bad. I'm going to ask her what that was because that was weird stuff. I kind of want some so that I can make my friends try it. And it burnt your tongue, but it was this weird taste, and for some reason you wanted more of it, even though you're just gonna go when you got more of it. It was really weird. And then we looked on it, it's like for medical purposes. We're like, what? And then Sarah's just like, no, don't worry, she uses it as breast spray. We're like, oh, okay, cool. So that was that. The last thing I'm gonna talk about before I end this episode of Happy Fun Cruise Time Times, I am going to talk about Russian Dude. Now, Russian Dude. He's a dude who lived in California. I don't know how I know this, but I don't know if he was born in Russia or just Russian due to his parents or whatnot, but he had a huge Russian accent. I don't know if it was fake or not. It sounded real. Whatever. But he, thought he was, the boss of everybody. He, had his own, posse. The first day on the cruise, he just, gathered up his posse, and we'd always be seeing Russian Dude, and so we'd always make fun of Russian Dude, because he's always, bossing people around. He's really rude and, yelling and stuff. And, for some reason, we just all hated Russian Dude, except for some people who were weird, but we just all hated Russian Dude. Because he thought he was hot shiz, and he was not hot shiz. No. And it was so funny, because there's just this dude we all hate, we just call him Russian Dude. We didn't know his real name. Some say his name was Daniel, some say his name was Vladislav or whatever. Vladislav, I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing that right. So, we don't know his real name, but we do know he was a butthole. And that's about it. That's gonna conclude today's episode of Happy Cruise Fun Times. I'm tired, I'm sorry. So, I will see you in a couple days, or in 2 days, which is a couple days. Bye!